is my interview with the Tulips. So exciting. So I actually created this sort of interview because I always felt that I wanted to have a kind of like coffee shop conversation with people. And so I would create a caffeinated corner. And so I could just have like cool, candid conversations with artists. And so we can pretend that we're at a coffee shop.
Yeah, cute.
Very cute. Honestly, I have my matcha here because I was like, I need something to
Hmm.
be like not
Oh,
like too caffeinated, but just like the
yeah.
perfect amount.
We
Yeah.
run on Celsius. Like we chug every time we have an interview. We don't have one today, but we'll be like chug, 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 and then like we won't stop talking. But maybe it's better that we didn't have one today because then we won't be talking so much.
Oh yeah.
That was literally what I was gonna ask you is like what is your kind of like caffeine addiction? And like if you go to a coffee shop, is there like something that you just like really like, or are you not like a coffee shop person?
Um,
Oh, we love a
we
good coffee
love
shop.
coffee shops. We
Mhm.
we love to just go to coffee shops and like try new coffee, and we just that's like our hobby
Our
sometimes.
yeah, quality time
Quality
going to
time.
coffee shops.
Hmm.
I was like, quality coffee shop time is like
Oh yeah.
my
Hmm.
favorite time.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
We'll drive like minutes to go to like far away to go try a coffee shop, like because we see it on TikTok or something, but we love to do that. What do you get, Julia?
Usually I get something that's like honey o vanilla, anything that has those are like the keywords where I'm like, yeah, getting that. But recently I've been on like just like a simple Americano kick because like I need something strong.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna watch my sugar intake, so Americano it is for now. But what about you?
Um, I like matcha too,
Matcha, yeah.
but I also like cinnamony things. Like there's this Mexican drink called Café de Olla, and it's like my favorite. Like I love that coffee. But anything that has that, I love that. Or like chai. Chai tea is my favorite too.
Yes. No, that all sounds good. I'm coming off of not having coffee. I like try every year to like cut out coffee for a couple weeks so my body can like recover.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And I'm currently being like, that sounds so good.
You have withdrawals.
I am going through withdrawals. I think it's a
Caffeine
good
withdrawals are a
withdrawal.
thing.
It's real. I didn't think it was real, but I work with kids and I would have like a coffee every morning, and the past couple days I haven't, and I feel it like something's wrong, and I'm like, no, no, it's just the day. And then I'm like, wait, I haven't had my coffee.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
talk to me until I've
Something.
had coffee.
Literally.
Yes, but I'm gonna kind of like work into kind of the origination, just how your group came into existence. What are like some of the defining moments y'all feel that kind of started your journey?
You do some, Julia, and then I'll do some. We'll do timeline.
I think that so like when we first came out with a song called Too Pretty, that was like our first song that we ever made. It was like my song featuring her on it. And that was the first time we really realized like, oh, we sound really good together. Like
Mhm.
people really liked it too. They like we were getting a lot of compliments and like how like
They kept asking, "Oh,
blend
when are you
like
guys gonna make another song?" We were like, "More featured songs." Like it just didn't.
we would just like make more too, like for fun. And then finally, like I was kind of like, let's just like put it together as the Tulips, like as a, like on one artist page, because we're like,
Mhm.
who's gonna put it on whose? But yeah, and then we made the Tulips, and then after that, it was like it all started from just like make doing it for fun,
Mhm.
like we didn't really think it was gonna actually take off the way it has. But yeah, and after that, our first show was really iconic. I feel like Breaking Sound, shout out Breaking Sound. We did it at this bar called Adults Only. It was like a lot of family and friends, but it was like pretty filled up, and that was
Mhm.
really fun. And
Yeah,
and then after
Peppermint
that,
Club. We performed at another one with like
a
a
band.
band, but also TikTok too. Like we knew that in order to get like our music out, we had to promote it, and we knew TikTok. We were finding so many artists through there, and we like, it's just the formula. So, and we love making videos too, like even on our own. So it was just fun being able to do that together too. So that really helped us. I think one of our songs did well on TikTok. It was our first song that did
Favorite
really well,
apple.
favorite Apple, and that was when it started to like click to us, and then we started getting more monthly listeners and more
Hmm.
followers, and then people were like asking for more music, so then that kind of helped motivate us and give us more confidence to
Hmm.
keep doing it. And then this past song we came out with, Still Love You, has been doing super well. So that's been really cool and also like scary too because it's like kind of that's just most people would probably be like our the catalyst of everything that has happened for us, this
Still
song
love you,
and
yeah.
the way it's been growing and doing and stuff. So, yeah.
Let's talk more about the single because I feel like going back to how you feel about the success, is it in terms of just wanting to kind of match it? Are you looking to just like continue the growth? Is that kind of scary for you? What do you feel is the
You said
next
that.
step?
It is scary because it's all just been happening like really quickly too. Um, and also like it really put us in perspective, like, okay, like are we going to do this? You know what I mean? Like it's really getting real now. Like, are we actually going to commit to this? And like, do we want this to be our careers?
Mhm.
Obviously we do, but
Mhm.
like it's though we had to really like with this song in specific, I feel like it really put us like in check, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like all these cool opportunities have been coming along, so that's really cool. And also kind of overwhelming because it's really just like us two, you know, that
Mhm.
we don't have a manager, we don't have label, publisher, we don't have any of
Anything.
that. So it's been like kind of overwhelming sometimes. She answers all the
I
emails,
know.
and so sometimes she's like, "Can you answer?" Like I can't, like it's
I
like
love it though. You're so fast responding. I was like,
Oh,
she is, she's on it.
and I'm at work and I'm literally working two jobs because like I'm trying to do like tulip things and then I'm also like trying to like do my day-to-day job too. And like Julia can't be on her phone at work, so she's
Oh
always
my God,
like,
I
what's
know.
going on?
Literally, I have to like go to the bathroom and
She's
like
like 10
get all
years
these. I
behind.
know.
But yeah, it's been cool. Also, with in terms of like matching it, we've been kind of anxious about that too. Like, oh, what if the rest of the stuff we put out is not received as well as this last one? Or what if like all this momentum just plateaus or things like that? Like
Mm,
that's not something that doesn't cross my mind, but I know that the people if we stay true to ourselves, people will like what we put out. I think if
hmm.
we try to keep pleasing everybody, it will take
Yeah.
away from like everything that we've built and we've made and that
Yeah.
take away the fun of it too.
Mm,
Yeah.
no. That's very true. I feel like having such you can feel like consistent in your sounds without feeling like you have to like please everyone around you.
Yeah.
So
Also,
definitely.
figuring out our sound has been tricky because we like everything. Like we love so many genres of music and we want to like add that into who we are, but then we have this specific sound that's been doing really well.
right.
So we've been struggling with that too, like figuring out if we want to be like every genre or if we just want to stick to like I think essentially we're both indie pop, like regardless of
Yeah.
what we make.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But we recently made this song, we call it Boy of My Dreams, and it's very like dancey, like
Pink
Pink
Panthers,
Panther, Troye
Garage.
Sivan, like UK Garage inspired, which is cool. But we were like, should that be our next single or do we wait? Because do we please like the sound that people like from Still Love You? You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's hard to navigate that sometimes.
Conflicting.
But
Uh-huh.
yeah.
I bet it will be cool. I think there's such it's finding honestly the audience and being like, oh, what other things do my audience listen to? And being
Mhm.
like, oh, okay, they're probably gonna listen to Pink Panthers if they listen to indie pop. And so, well,
Mhm.
it's like figuring out, okay, what can I get away with
Right.
almost in
Yeah.
my creative direction? Like, I don't want to end up like being crazy and like having like 500 different songs and like, but honestly, being experimental and still like enjoying making music is
Hmm.
like all you could like want to do. Like you don't want to be like, okay, I have to be like cranking out the same song but differently. You gotta keep it keep it. But kind of
Yeah.
on that wavelength, I know this is your first bilingual track. And so
Mhm.
I just wanted to talk more about, can you share what inspired you to explore that direction in your work? And what led you to blend languages?
She
Well,
just came up with it. We're in a group chat.
I
I
know.
like posted it on Instagram. Actually, it was funny. I was like digging through that time when we made Still Love You, and she just randomly was like, I sent her like what I made, and then she was like, "Oh my God, imagine Spanish."
Spanish.
I was like,
Sounded so perfect.
"Wait."
And we've talked about wanting to do a bilingual song too.
Yeah.
And a lot of our audience are like Latino or Latina, Latinx. So it would
Yeah.
just felt like a
Right.
right to do that is really well. So yeah, but I will wait a little bit.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
was kind of just like a testing the waters type of thing. And we
Mhm.
know people like it now, so maybe we will make more music in Spanish, but
With her singing.
yes. Or even like, 'cause I'm Filipino too, people are like, "Oh, are you ever gonna make like a song in Tagalog?" And I'm like, maybe for the future, like that would be cool, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see.
Kind of in that kind of lane. I know y'all support a lot of like Latino stuff, and
Mhm.
whether it's like restaurants. I've been like stalking stalking all your stuff and like seeing like people like kind of recommend certain like things. Do you feel like you are like drawing in like a community around that or
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nice. We do really do market ourselves as like Latina and Filipina
Mhm.
because like I feel like it's hard to find like people like us, you know,
Mhm.
in this music industry. So it's nice to like build that community with people and like I we get comments that are like, "Oh, my aunt owns like a Filipino bakery and it's like near your guys' show," like things like
Mhm.
that. Like I love
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah,
cute. So,
yes,
yeah.
definitely.
Like,
I
yeah. It's nice to like be able to build a community with our music that are with people who are like the same ethnic background as us
Mhm.
because I feel like we lack that so much sometimes. So it's nice. And then people will be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm Filipino and Mexican too," or like, "I'm a white passing Latina like Andrea." And it's like, they see themselves in us. So it's really cool to be able to create that and maintain it.
of like what drew me. I think that's like super important to me, and I think that's what drew me to the Marias and then to your music. Because like I still like search for like some kind of connection to like my roots,
Mhm.
Right.
you
Yeah.
know?
I agree. That's why we like the Marias too. Like even Omar Apollo, I love him. I love that he's Mexican and like super proud to be Mexican too. Like I think we especially in these times right now, like with what's going on in the world, it's so important to like keep the community strong and to like uplift each other and to be proud to be Latino and stuff
Mhm.
like that. So I'm hoping that we are doing that. We try to advocate as much too, like on social media.
I totally agree. But on kind of like the lyrics, I think reflecting to like your musical style, it is traditionally like indie pop. I think this was we kind of touched on this earlier. What kind of like other avenues are you guys looking to go? Like,
I guess like we love like we always say we want to make like a dancey album or something, very like clubby, like
Mhm.
because we like to go out and dance once in a while. So that would be cool to make something like that. Also, I mean, sometimes we get into like the rock era, like Sick was very rock inspired, like pop rock, you know.
Mhm.
I guess like that, like yeah.
I like singer-songwriter things too. Like we like music like that. So it'd be cool to like do like a whole acoustic type thing. Like that will highlight maybe our voices more, like our songwriting a little more.
Mm,
But we want to be able to like work with people to create like those sounds because right now we kind of just work with like producers, but we're not like directly involved in the creating of the song.
mhm,
So we're hoping like with this traction, we'll be able to like have opportunities that allow us to like really like be a part of every aspect of the song and not just like the singing and the writing of it.
yeah, definitely. I feel like finding like the right mix of like producer and just like creative direction. I mean, you guys have your creative direction down. Just in terms of like visually, I think that was like the first thing that I always think is like the identity of an artist and like being able to hone in on that is like incredible. Because when I saw y'all's page, I was like, damn, like incredible. So
She's
good.
she's like our visual person, like, because I think she just knows how to do all that stuff. She knows what looks good.
Yeah,
Knows how to make it look good.
thank you, Trey. That's
You're
very
welcome.
sweet of you to say. But yeah, I think like we're also like it's nice that people like when you say things like that. It's nice that people are liking that because I feel like we're still like in the process of like figuring out like
Mhm.
our brand. We have an idea,
Yeah.
obviously, and it's been like it's just we're still new. Like we've only been a band
Yeah.
for a year, so it's still we're still like figuring out our sound and like our brand and like things like that. So,
But right
but
now, it's
it's
very true to us, I feel.
yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
We try to be the same like online as we are in person. A lot of people have told us that too, that like we're
Mhm.
very
We're just cute.
similar.
We're just like cutesy boots, like how like yeah, we
Yeah.
just like cute
Yeah,
things.
consistent.
Yeah.
Consistently cute. No.
Thank
I
you.
I like it. Honestly, like Um, kind of like on my question, kind of reflecting back to like the different musical styles, I feel like y'all do a good job at just kind of changing your style and just the imagery based on the song. I think that like really stood out to me. How do y'all go with like creating like graphics in terms of like re figuring out how it's gonna look or just in terms of like what you're gonna wear,
Mhm.
etc.
It's kind of just like all
Yeah.
through like
Stop hitting
us.
your
Sorry, I'm
leg.
so
That's what
sorry. I
she does. She
always
always
do that.
goes,
I'm always like, oh
I
my God,
talk with
so
my
bad.
hands a
I'm
lot
like,
too.
stop.
yeah. It's just like us, like we text all the time. We also have like our friend Robert who helps us a lot, and like we're in a group chat together, and like we'll think of ideas too. And it's just like whatever. Like last night we were just brainstorming through text. Sorry, I'm literally t I talk with my
Yeah.
hands so
I
much.
talk with my hands too.
Um, sorry, I'm like so
Well, for
distracted.
example, for like Blossom, it was such like a happy like la, la,
Yeah.
la. So then I was think I we look at like peer spaces and different places that like you could take photos. And I was like, oh, this looks so cute because blossom, flower, orange. It was the summer, that one. So it worked, and that people loved that photo shoot, and they loved like that whole rollout that we did. And then for
Like Still Love You was like
Stick was a little bit like
it was that sick was kind of just like because also that was when we were thinking we were gonna put out an EP, so we were
yeah,
gonna use those pictures for that. It was just yeah,
it was
we're
all,
kind of like everywhere.
but
Yeah.
it was cute still.
It was so
Uh-huh.
cute, but Still Love You was like the clowns. She thought of the clown makeup. I was the one who came up with like the being on the stage thing, and
Mhm.
also that was our first time wanting to do a music video, so we were like brainstorming for that.
Mhm.
But for the most part, it's really just like our brains and like what we like and
How we hear the
how we
song.
hear the song and like I'll help style some of the outfits that we wear. Like it just depends on the vibe. But
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. No. What inspired the clown makeup? I'm very curious of like how that came to be.
Yeah, the
What
song
it
is
meant.
kind of like oh like you're kind of like a fool. Like you
Yep.
still love this because you look like a clown. Like
It's also like like the we were on a stage, right? And it's like kind of a metaphor for us like putting this song out to the world and like singing
Yeah.
it. You're being so vulnerable with people and like people are gonna judge you and think you look stupid for
loving
singing
this.
this song, you know what I
Like
mean?
you look like dumb.
Yeah.
So we wanted to look kind of like emulate that.
Yeah.
And I think it was just would have been, I just wanted to do something cool, like makeup wise,
Yeah.
and it was definitely different because
Hmm.
we looked different,
Hmm.
Yeah.
how we usually,
Yeah, that was fun
yeah.
to play with for sure. And our
Mhm.
makeup artist did so well. Her
Yeah.
name's Faye. Shout out to her.
Yeah, no, insane. I was like this is very cool because it felt like such different but like very similar to what y'all are doing. I think like you do a good job of like realizing what your song's kind of about and kind of fitting your style and fitting makeup, etc. I think it's hard to be like, okay, like I made a whole song and then now I have to kind of create a world around it. And I feel like y'all are pretty cohesive like across the board. It still like reflects you without like it all goes together very well.
Thank you.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice to hear. We get nervous about that.
Yeah.
No, definitely I feel like I think when I was watching the video, it was very unique and interesting. I think going back to creating the video, I think right now, especially for indie artists, creating videos are like either people tell you not to create a video and be like, oh no, don't do that. But it's such an art form and I truthfully love music videos.
Yeah.
What kind of it's inspired like what more inspired you to create this music video and kind of create a world around the song?
I think we just kind of wanted to make a music video. Like it was definitely our goal for that year, for last year was to make a music video. And we were literally getting to the end of the year, so we were like, why not just make a music video for this? It was just, I don't know, like I think it just like came to us. Like I
Mhm.
kind of was just like, oh, what if we were like in an auditorium? Like I don't really know what, like nothing really
Mhm.
inspired that. It kind of just like
Yeah.
came, what if we're like on a stage? Like I was kind of doing like thinking of like talent show kind of vibe. I
Mhm.
feel like that would
Mhm.
be, and then that's when she like came up with the clown makeup thing, and
Mhm.
then we kind of like came up with a little bit to do like before and after, like towards the end, like there's
One
like the curtains
person,
are
yeah.
closing and there's like no one in the audience, you know? And then like someone claps at the end and we're like, wait, somebody is in the audience. And
I
it's
don't
like
think
the
that was
effort.
received as well
Right.
because we didn't, it was like we have these visions and then we're like, wait, we don't have the budget.
It was just someone
I
clapping. Like
know, but I
I
don't know
think
if
it
people
was,
got that.
it's up for
Yeah.
interpretation. Some people did get it. Like some people did,
Oh,
but
okay.
some people
Yeah.
did. It's fine. It's literally it's up for interpretation.
See, now
But
they know.
Yeah.
Now they
yes,
know. Now they
to
can
be
go
fair,
back.
I think it was also because you couldn't really see that there was no one in
No
the
one,
crowd.
yeah.
So if we would have gotten more shots of that, it would have made more sense. But
But it
like
still was
it still makes
cute.
sense.
And also
Honestly, yeah.
we were we've been doing so much of like short form media. I think we wanted to do something a little longer and
Hmm.
like more high quality. And we also love to watch music videos. Like that's what we do when we hang out too, is like we sit
Literally
down, we'll
watch
get
music
food
video.
and drink with our friends and it's like music video. And each of us picks one to share.
Literally.
So we wanted to do that. Hopefully this year we can make another one, but like really like music video, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
I
So
know. Now I need to know what kind of music videos y'all are watching. What are kind of like your music video like go-to watches or like influences?
Definitely one of your girls, Troy Sivan.
we
That's
always play that
it's
one.
always on loop.
I like Remember the Time by Michael Jackson because it's
That's
like
a
a
good one.
movie.
Hmm. You Rock
Uh,
My World is a good one.
that one's a good one too.
Mm,
Who else? Britney Spears' Toxic. I love that music video when she's on the airplane and
yes.
she has the
I'm trying to think like what are the ones that we always play? You
that
always,
one.
you and Jake, our friend Jake, you guys always play Thinking of You, Katy Perry music video.
I love
Uh,
that video.
See, Katy Perry came out with honestly the best music videos. Like if I think of music videos, I'll think of like Last Friday Night and like
Right.
the one that like sticks
California
in my brain.
Girls.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, also you guys, we always watch Cellophane,
Oh yeah, by
FK
FK
Twigs.
Twigs. I love that music
Mhm.
video.
It's beautiful.
But yeah, I just love a story. Like I love this happened, this happened, this happens, you know?
Hmm.
So yeah, those are
Real
my
sweet. So I was asked this question kind of like if you had to pitch yourself to a random person, whether it's that one person in the audience or just like in 3 to 5 words, what words would you use?
Mm.
Dreamy, bubble, cute.
Yes.
You did that really fast. I'm always like, I always give people like a minute to think, but you were like, I
Mhm.
know.
It's true though. Those are
Dreamy,
all
you know what? Or I'll say dreamy, daring, and cute because sometimes we like to venture out and be
Mhm.
like crazy and make different sounds in different songs, you know? So I feel
Mhm.
like, yeah, those
Yeah.
I would say that.
Yeah.
Dreamy, daring, cute.
Yeah.
One of my last questions is kind of reflecting on your shows. I know you have 2 shows now. I think
Four.
four,
Well,
four
what?
upcoming shows.
Diego, Long Beach, and LA. That's four.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and
goodness.
And Fullerton,
five.
so five.
Mm-hmm.
5. Okay, 5 upcoming shows. Just kind of like, is this your like goal? Are you looking to play a lot of shows?
Oh yeah.
What are your favorite show memories or like moments you really enjoy?
I think for sure like the first time we really heard people singing along to our song was really
Mm-hmm.
cool. Like I think at even at Breaking Sound our first show there was like our
Mm-hmm.
friends knew, but I think maybe Peppermint Club had a little more like
Brett,
people we
like,
didn't
yeah,
know,
we
you
didn't
know?
know.
So hearing those people
Like
sing,
seeing them
like,
know the lyrics, like moving their lips
yeah,
to it, and I was like, "What? Like you guys know it?" Or like them like being like taking pictures of us and like, "Oh
yeah.
my God." It was like so crazy because we
It's
see these
just
people online, but it's
it's
not.
also just like it's just cool. Like, you make music because you want people to connect with it, and seeing people connect with it like live in person is like it feels like we're doing something like right, you
Yeah.
know?
And that we love music that we connect to and we relate to. So like the fact that it's like reverse and we're doing that to other
Yeah.
people is super cool.
We literally met because of Lizzie McAlpine and because we related to her music, you
Mhm.
know? So like
Yeah,
seeing that like it's cute because that's how like we became friends through
So people
music
could be
and people
friends.
through us.
that's okay. That's so cute.
Yeah, it's nice.
So, kind of on that length to finish off, do you have any like I had as any like favorite bedroom pop artists, but honestly like any artists or like influences you feel like really inspired you?
The
Maria's, we love
Marias.
Clairo. I think Clairo, especially in her early days.
Hmm.
Clairo. Um, Troye Sivan, we love him.
Ariana Grande,
Ariana
we
Grande,
take a
of
lot from her.
course. Yeah.
Mhm.
We love the Spice Girls.
Spice Girls, yeah, that's a good one.
We just love like even if the lyrics are kind of dumb, like like Espresso Sabrina Carpenter, the lyrics are so
Silly.
silly, but
Silly,
it's
yeah.
fun. Like we want to make more songs that are kind of like that, like just fun, girly, poppy, but also like still being a little bit like different,
Mhm.
But yeah, we love
All the
them.
pop girls,
Hmm.
All the
everyone.
pop girls.
Lily Allen, we like a lot too.
Lily Allen. I've been listening to a lot of Kylie Minogue
Love
lately.
her.
Who else have we been do we listen to a lot?
Think a lot of them. I like
A
Bjork
lot.
right now, but I don't know how much she influences me. Maybe she
Musically.
makes me think like, oh, this lyric might be a little bit silly, but if she could say it like that, then maybe I can too. But yeah.
I've been
Real.
listening Raven Lenae lately
Hmm.
too. She's like one of my faves for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like her flow of things too, and like her lyrics are just they're so good.
Yeah.
I admire that a lot for sure.
Hmm.
Big fan of her latest album.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
like bought all the albums on vinyl. I was like all of my favorites for the year. I was like, gotta bring them all home.
That's sweet.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the end. Do you have anything else that you would like to share? Any shows or new songs?
So you can find us on TikTok and Instagram. It's the Tulips official. The dot is in different places, but you can find us. We also have our personal Instagrams. Maybe she could put them here. Ding! And then that's where you can reach us. You can find more. We also have
Yes,
shows.
we have a few shows coming up. We have one in San Diego, date to be determined. We have one in Long Beach, March 22nd. It's a Saturday, 21 plus, unfortunately. And then we have one April 26th in LA with Makeout Music in
Mhm.
Arts District. It's going to be really cute. That one is all ages, so stay tuned. And
And
Streams, I love you.
yes, and thank you to everybody who has streamed our music. Thank
Yes,
you
we
to
love you
Laura for
guys.
having
Thank you,
us.
Laura. So
It was
good.
nice having y'all.
Yay!
But